Ah, the desert. Everything out here looks mean, like it wants to poke you, and it does. But about this time of year, the prickly pear cactus start showing off beautiful red fruits. This is the prickly pear cactus. And you can see it is full of these little red fruits. In fact, this guy's so full that one of the petals is falling over. So don't grab these with your hands, you're gonna need some tongs. And let's get started making prickly pear popsicles. I hate to break it to you, but I got started without you. I didn't feel confident holding the camera or setting it up where I was and picking these fruits, so you just have to believe me. They come off pretty easily with the tongs when they're ripe. And then I put them on a metal skewer and held them over an open flame for my blowtorch to burn off all of the little spiky hairs that want to stab you. So yes, of course you have to worry about the larger spines that you can see that look menacing, but I'm telling you, the little hair-like ones are worse. So all I did, like I said, was use a torch to burn those off, and then I'm cutting the ends off on both sides, and then you can peel the skin back fairly easily. You can also buy these in the store, but you know, like I said, I live in the desert, so I'm not gonna pay for it if I can find it in my backyard for free. And you'll notice I am wearing gloves because even though you think you got all the little spines off, there's probably a hidden one or two. And if it gets in your hand, it's annoying. It'll stay for a couple of days. So give me a minute and I will peel this fruit before we move on to our next step, which is a blender. So I have peeled about 500 grams or 18 ounces of prickly pear fruit here. If you don't have a high-powered blender, I would suggest cutting this into small pieces to give your blender a head start. But I'm pretty confident that this one will blitz right through it, so I just left them whole. Next, we're going to need some lime juice. Fresh lime juice is best. You're going to need about a half cup. Depending on how juicy your limes are, you might need 3, you might need 4, but you want about a half cup. While I juice this lime, that gives you time to hit the subscribe and the like button for this video. I'm also going to add some lime zest from one of the limes into, look at that. That's a lot of flavor right there. So just go ahead and plop that into your blender. With all that lime juice, we're going to need some sweetness. So I'm using sugar. I'm using about 90 grams, which is a scant half cup. You can always taste it and add more if you need to. If you don't want to use sugar, you can substitute an agave nectar or another sweetener of your choice. So add in our lime juice, and then we're also going to add a half cup, 4 ounces of water, and a generous pinch of salt. Time to blend. look at this gorgeous color. I mean, this is all natural, straight from nature. Now, we've got to strain out the seeds. There's way more seeds in here than you think. I'll show you. So here I have a mesh colander over a bowl, and I'm just going to pour this juice through here, and you will see there are a lot more seeds than you think. Go ahead and scrape down the sides of your pitcher with the rubber spatula, and then we're going to use the rubber spatula to move around the fruit pulp so that all the juice gets out. Look, all of this is seeds. They say these seeds are edible, but I don't know who can eat these. Maybe if you enjoy chewing on wood chips, you would like these, or pebbles. They're very hard. They're non-toxic, like I said, you could eat them, but they're not enjoyable. You definitely want to strain this. That's it. We're ready to make popsicles. So just to make it easier, I've put my strained juice into a measuring cup so that I can aim directly for those popsicle molds. And if you saw my other popsicle videos, you'll know I got a new popsicle mold. This one's silicone. I'm gonna see if it makes a difference getting them out or not. So this mold only holds 6 pops, and they do make silicone molds that are larger, but I wanted a smaller one. So yes, I will have to continue this in another pop mold, but that's okay. I have plenty. So you know the drill. Sticks, lid, freezer. 4 hours or overnight. Don't forget to clean up the edges. We don't like messes in the freezer, especially when they're bright red. Meanwhile, if you want to check out some of my other pop videos, I'll give you a link below in the description. So here we are the next day with our frozen pops. You have to run the mold under warm water just like the rigid molds. It doesn't make it any easier to get them out of the silicone mold. So if you only have the rigid type, then use that. If you have the silicone type, use that. There's not a whole lot of difference. I would say just pick a shape that you really like and one that you're going to use over and over. A size that fits what you need. And like always, I'm just setting these in a piece of parchment, and then I'm going to put them into my reusable freezer bag. Don't forget to label your bag so that you know what's in there. And now that those are safely packed away, let's get them in the freezer and do our taste test. Here is our finished bar. It is pretty tart. I mainly taste the lime. Oh gosh, I'm making a mess. This is very tart. I mainly taste the lime. Be careful, it drips and that could stain. So maybe don't give these to the kids unless they're outside. Icy, of course, because there's no dairy in this. You really just taste the lime. I would give these a try. I mean, it kind of has a different background flavor. I don't know what you would describe it as. So this is how it looks on the inside. Not bad, not bad. If you like a limeade, this is good. You can see I'm going to use my prickly pear syrup that I made to make a margarita, because that's what this reminds me of. Maybe put a little salt on this. That might be tasty as well. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe and join me next time. Check out this video that's coming up and we'll cook something else. Allez, let's go cook. Goodbye, au revoir, and bon appetit. Ciao, ciao.